Now distant we are going to discuss question number 2.35, and in this question it is given in a question: a small sphere of radius r1 and the charge q1 is enclosed by spherical shell of radius r2 and charge q2. Clear? So let's suppose here we have let's suppose this is a spherical surface. Clear? And let's suppose we have this spherical surface also. Clear to everyone? Yes. So now we can say this is, let's suppose, radius r1 and charge this is given to you, this spherical shell, this is q1. Clear? Now let's suppose if we talk about outer surface, radius is r2 and charge that is given to this surface, this is q2. Clear? So a small sphere of radius r1 and q1 is enclosed by spherical shell of r2 and charge q2. Okay, it is given this q1 is positive. Okay, fine. Q1 is positive and charge will necessarily flow from sphere to shell. Means we can say if we connect by a wire. So when we connect these two shell, actually this is a sphere and it is enclosed by a spherical shell, and if we connect both by a wire, we have to find charge always flows from sphere 1 to shell number 2. Clear? So for that one we can say, how can we find here that charge is flowing from which side to which side? So for that one we have to find here potential at the two surfaces, or we can say, let's suppose I am taking here, this is point number 1, let's suppose this is point number 2. So can we calculate first value of electric potential at point 1? Yes, we can write like this V1. Now listen carefully. This one point is lies on the surface of inner sphere. So we can say potential can be written like this: K, this is Q1 upon, we can say, R1. Clear to everyone? Now if we talk about point number 1 with reference to this shell, we can say this lies inner point on this spherical shell. Now we know inside any spherical shell we always find electric field 0, but what about electric potential? Electric potential always remains constant, and that value is equal to, we can say, equal to the value of the electric potential on surface. Clear? So now we can say due to 2, we can write like this: here we are getting K Q2 and divide by, we can say, radius, this is R2. Clear to everyone? Yes or no? Now if we find, let's suppose if we calculate potential at 2, now we can say this 2 point is at outside of this spherical solid sphere. So we can write here potential like this: K Q1 divide by, we can say, this is R2. Clear? And if we talk about this spherical shell, we can say this is K Q2 divide by, we can say, R2. Clear everyone? Yes. So now if we calculate here V1 minus V2, what I am saying to you, listen carefully. V1 minus V2. Now you can say which one is cancelled out. Directly we can say K Q2 upon R2, K Q2 upon R2 is cancelled out. So we can write like this: K, this is Q1 upon R1 minus K Q1 upon R2. Clear? From here you can say we are taking here common K Q1. So we can write like this: 1 upon R1 minus 1 upon R2. Now you can say which one is greater. Definitely we can say R2 is greater. Yes or no? Yes or no? We can say R2 is greater than compared to R1. Again you can say, how can we write potential? Potential at 1 is given by KQ1 upon R1. Yes or no? And for that one we can say KQ2 upon R2. Clear? For V2 we can write this is KQ1 upon R2, and for KQ2 upon R2. So if we subtract, we can write like this: V1 minus V2, this is given by KQ by R1, 1 upon R1 minus 1 upon R2. Definitely we can say value of R2 is more. Value of R2 is more compared to R1. Clear? So definitely we will find this factor we are getting positive. Yes or no? Now in this question it is given to you value of Q1. Value of Q1, this is also given positive. So now we can say, no matter what is charge present on spherical shell, clear, either here we have positive charge or negative charge, we are not getting any term of Q2 in potential difference. Clear? And this potential difference, according to this question, Q1 is positive, this term is positive. It means we can say V1 minus V2 value we are getting positive. Clear? So directly you can say V1 is greater than V2. It means we can say point number 1 is at higher potential compared to point number 2. So charge always flows from point number 1 to point number 2. Clear to everyone? So we can say charge always flows from outer surface of inner sphere to, we can say, on a spherical shell. Clear to everyone? So this is all about this question.